Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1945 Smith Corona Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and has the nice flat black crinkle color that took over in the 40s versus the glossy black. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And these are your paper fingers. I like to set those right on the edges for maximum clearance. So I'm going to load the page, set those on the edges, and then set the margins, which is behind the carriage. So I want to make sure that both of those paper fingers, or both of the margins, are in between the paper fingers so you don't get stuck on them when the carriage is moving. So let's test those out. That's okay, but as you can see, the vibrator could get stuck on that, and then those first two characters might be a little bit smudged. That right one's a little bit too close to the middle. I'm going to move it. There we go. And right away you can just feel the sound, and you hear and feel the sound. It's very high pitched and almost quiet compared to a lot of typewriters. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1 or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch forward. It skips 2. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. I switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. You flip that all the way down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful typing machine. This is a very classic feel to it. And look, the print is perfect. So it's very rare to have a typewriter in this age group have such nice quality print and function. To pull the page out easier, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier. Load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very smooth. Tab on the right. This has manual tab set. It's only got 2 little inserts. These are actual tabs, so this is why they call them tabs. And I'm just going to set this, there's a scale on this rack here. I'm just going to set this one on 20 and that one on 10. And then when you hit the tab button, it stops at each of those. And sometimes they come with more, but these things, they pop off all the time and just get lost over time. So this one just has 2 for now. But you can, if you can find more, then if you need more, you could probably find more. Margin release below that stands for, usually it's MR, but MR is the margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release button. It allows you to go all the way to the end or until you get stuck on that paper finger. I'm going to open the hood. All the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left, so it's pulling to the right clockwise. If you want to switch that direction, right above the backspace is a lever. You flip it down. It'll pull counterclockwise to the left. Flip it down again. So to change it, you just flip it down. And also when you get to the end, it'll pull this little thing with the eyelets, and it'll switch automatically and just reverse every time you use up either side. Touch control on the inner left. Right now it's all the way on low, but if you want to go higher, this loads a spring that's connected to all the keys, and that will just increase the tension when you hit the keys, and they do respond faster, but you got to hit the keys a little harder from the print, so you just got to gauge that to see what you prefer. I'm going to put the color back to black, and on the right side behind the knob is the carriage release. Super smooth. And there's a locking mechanism on the front. So you lift this up or you push it down, it releases the carriage and then locks it in the middle. So when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there, causing possible damage to your escapement. And it does come with this really pretty tweed case. It's got the interior, it's like a brownish color, purple maybe, I don't know. Nice case. All around, it's really nice typewriter. So we're going to unlock that by just moving the carriage to the right. On the left side, you got a carriage release on this side as well. And if you pull out this little lever at the end of the knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.